Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's so lovely to see you today. In today's video we're going to be doing a little review of The Beginner's Guide to Numerology, Harness the Energy of Numbers to Discover Your Personal Power and Manifest Your Best Life by Kirsten Riddle. Grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. Before I begin, I do have to give the usual disclaimer that this was bought with my own money, and Kirsten Riddle and the publishers, who are the publishers? Seco Books. They don't know I exist, they don't know who I am. I just love sharing as I read and giving you little reviews so you can spend your money wisely. So if you are enjoying these videos, if you want more of this content, definitely check down below where I have in the description links to Ko-fi and Patreon. Great ways to support me here at the channel to help me to buy more books. My husband really wouldn't be happy, but I would. So check it out, no pressure. You can join me there for free and you will get access to my Discord server. But let me grab my phone, get to my notes, and let's get to it. And what I love is that the writer, Kirsten Riddle, I have quite a lot of her books. They talk about they hated maths and were really bad at maths at school, yet they felt drawn to numerology. And I'm exactly the same. I was thinking, how mental is this? That I am terrible with maths, absolutely awful with numbers, and yet I really feel drawn to numerology. So that made me feel a little bit better. It really did. It made me feel a little bit seen, you know. The artwork in this book is absolutely stunning. The cover is like silver foiling. It's all purple with these numbers and symbols on it inside. Oh, the colouring inside is absolutely stunning. I just really love the artwork and the style of this book. It's such a lovely read. And I do have to say that although it is a bigger book, it is a paperback, so it is quite good for staying open when you're reading. I didn't find that it was a heavy book to hold, and I didn't get any hand pain from it. So I feel like if you like a physical book, you could get this book even if you have hand pain or arm pain. The writing, again, not great, so if you do have vision issues, maybe get it on Kindle so you can change the sizing. I personally didn't struggle with it, but I find the text in books is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Please make it stop. It was really enjoyable to learn about the history of numerology and that it comes from Greece. If you've been on the channel a long time, you'll know that I've kind of decolonized my practice, my personal practice, and I have stopped kind of dipping into other cultures and other countries' faiths and religions. My great granddad and his family line are all Greek, so I'm very into like Greek magic and Greek witchcraft. So no numerology is from there was really cool. I was like, oh my goodness. So maybe I'm drawn to it because ancestors who want to work with me, like, yeah, come and try this, it's great. So I really enjoy learning that something that I'm naturally just drawn to is from like something that my family members might have practiced. That just makes me so happy. I loved that each of the numbers that you use in numerology, can't speak. Each of the numbers were explained in how they are considered in different cultures and different countries, which was great. It means that you can like follow the different meanings or different ways they're used depending on your personal practice and where your family's from, where you are from. So I really loved that. I am somebody who really loves learning about different cultures and different religions. I'm an omnist, so I don't believe in man-made religion, but I find it really fascinating. I love learning about different cultures and different religions. I just don't necessarily bring it into my personal practice. So I love when books delve into different cultures and different countries and different religions, and how something that's witchcraft can be like understood and enjoyed by each different person. I love that. There was a whole section in here about angel numbers, and angel numbers is when you, for example, glance at the clock and it says 1414 or 1213, and you're like, oh, that must be a message, and it usually is. And different numbers have different meanings. It can also be if you keep seeing recurring like if you're going out for a certain day and then you see like a parking bay has got a number, and then the same number jumps out at you on a doorpost or somebody's house or something. Those are times when something's trying to connect with you. Spirit in some way, in some form, is trying to connect with you. And just colloquially within the spiritual witchy community, it's known as angel numbers. I'm not sure as to why they're called angel numbers in particular, just what they're called. And I've always been a big believer in if you see recurring numbers, it means something, but it's so hard to find out what they mean. And there's a whole section in here all about that, which is really great. So if that's something that's part of your practice or something that you enjoy looking out for, like I do, there you go. Some information in here about that. How you work out your personal numbers is really easy to do. It's something that I feel like anyone could do. So if you would like me to do a video about that, I definitely can. But the way they do it in here is explained so simply. So if you just got this book and you'd never done anything to do with numerology before, I think by the end of the book you would know your numbers and you'd be able to share your numbers. And then each one has a whole spread about it. I also love that they had like journal prompts and rituals and ways to then work with your numbers. That is really, really cool. I love when books like point you in the right direction and just say, oh, try this in your practice if you're just starting to do this. I love that. I love when it gives you things to try. I will have my usual moan about meditations not being available to book readers online. I still don't know why this is a thing. I think nowadays with the internet there should be a way for us to be able to access any meditations that are mentioned in the books. Instead of being written out, I should be able to just like get a QR code or click a link or whatever, have access to that resource. I just don't understand why it's not a thing. Please can we change that? Authors and publishers, etc. That would be amazing. Thank you. It's my usual moan, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but yeah. Ugh. I love numerology because it's really accessible, and I think that's the thing that I constantly am trying to do, is find things that I can do as a disabled woman. And here on the channel we do a lot of like accessible witchcraft tips and tricks and things like that. And I think it's important to remember that we can't all do the things that everybody else does. As disabled witches, we might not be able to go for a walk in a forest or go down to the beach. Those places are not very accessible to us. And so there are things that I'm sure you and I, as disabled witches, see other witches doing, and we feel like, well, we can't do that. Numerology is something that you can do. You just need a piece of paper, a pen, and know your date of birth and your name and how to spell it, and that's about it. And I'm sure, I haven't looked into it, but I'm pretty sure there are probably websites and apps out there for numerology that you just put the information in and it works it out for you. So do be careful when you're doing that. Be careful because you're putting in personal information. So just be very aware, you know, just be careful out there in the old interwebs. Yeah, I just definitely feel like numerology is something that most people can figure out and do very easily. Numerology can be used a lot in your spell work as well, and there's a whole section about using them for things like manifestation and heart healing, things like infinity healing and all these sorts of things, like a whole section on rituals and spell work using numerology just to get you started. And I was really surprised. I was like, wow, you can really use it for a lot of things. So numerology, not just for Christmas, no, not just to find out, you know, your numbers. You can use it to figure out like what date you should be doing a certain spell on and things like that. So yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. Overall, it's just a really, really interesting book. The subject is very interesting. It's a lot deeper than I knew or thought. And I'm going to be reading another numerology book soon that has recently come out. I can either do that as part of my weekly vlogs that come out on a Monday here on the channel, or I can do a whole video doing the book review of that numerology book that's coming in a couple of months. Let me know what you would like down below. Numerology is fun. I need to find some YouTubers now who cover numerology, because I do learn a lot by watching other people do things. That's why I watch a lot of witchcraft, a lot of vintage fashion and sewing. You know, I watch a lot of content that's about my interests. So if you do too and you're into numerology, let me know any creators who are doing numerology stuff. And now comes the point in the video where you all look at me and say, Beverley, what are we reading next? And the answer is this. This is by Jessica Settergren, foreword by Morgan Daimler, and it's Defying Shadows for Witches and Pagans Battling Cancer and Chronic Illnesses. So this is a lovely little paperback book. I've had a couple of people mention to me as well. I'd already bought the book, but I've had a couple of people comment and be like, are you going to be doing this book? Yes, I am. This month. So if you want to read along with me, you can order this book and we can read it together, or you can wait to hear what my thoughts and feelings are on it. Information for both books and the authors will be down in the description, along with all the other things that I have mentioned in this book review down below. So yeah, check out the description. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really want to know what you're reading at the moment. What witchy book are you reading? And is there a book that you are wondering if you should buy or not and you want me to do a review of it? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know, because I love chatting to you all. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a cheeky like, comment and subscribe, as it helps me to know and the YouTuberverse to know that you enjoyed it, and it will spread it out just that little bit more. Take care everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful, magical week. Do not forget, you are loved. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.